Tom MacDonald's mouth is a problem. Alright, so apparently there is a Tom MacDonald journey. We're told to start with Dear Rappers. If you have a list of songs we should do in what order, let us know in the comments. We're just going to start with this and see where it goes. Let's get into it.
Man, it's easy for these rappers who have it all. Talk about the days when they used to be sad. I guess I can't relate to being famous and wealthy. I'm 28 and still praying for the day I have a chance. Maybe y'all can help me out though. I'm just trying to take care of my household. I don't even want to make my mouth go. I just want to win before the system that I'm in gets a hold of me again and starts to squeeze under my chin until I'm out cold. Dear rappers, can you help me? I'll even take a selfie with your album.
I like this beat.
Right.
I thought it was gonna come in kind of like slow and like artistic and scenic, but it was just like boom, 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 boom.
So what is he saying? He wants to win before the industry gets a hold of him or something? Or his life, like the pressure of just trying to make it.
That's what I think.
That's what you're thinking?
I think it's like he pretty much was struggling before he was a rapper, and so it's like.
But this is what he wanted to do, so he didn't want to do anything else.
So he's just trying to get. He's trying to like. I feel like he's trying to like make it.
Yeah, because this is way back in the day, 2017.
Yeah.
There's a squeeze under my chin until I'm out cold. Dear rappers, can you help me? I'll even take a selfie with your album that I bought. I got every single CD that you ever fucking dropped. I spent everything I had and I never had a lot. Oh my god, what a mess. Your words help me deal with the stress. Used to contemplate my suicide the nights I was depressed. Used to pop you in a boombox and sit up on my desk. Listen to your music till I felt it in my chest. But these days it's like you don't have nothing left. Your music feels kinda like you're trying to write a check. Everything is digital, I mean no disrespect, but I'm paying even more and you give me even less. What the fuck? You taught me.
Okay.
Dang.
Tom MacDonald's mouth is a problem. I mean, this man is unchained.
Dang.
He said it sounds like your music, you're just trying to write a check.
But I feel like that's what it feels like to sell out.
Right.
Like
the
that's
made for radio kind of music.
Yeah, I mean, but that's like a deep, like he better be careful. I mean, I guess it's 2017. And
He'll be alright.
But
I'm just joking, but
that's crazy. I mean, because it really is like some songs you hear them and it's like you don't like it, and then you hear it again, you don't like it. After hearing it 10 times on the radio, it's like there's only 3 songs.
Brainwashes you into liking it.
Yeah.
But there's also like some artists, if you've been following them for a while, you know, like kind of their style, their artistic flair, like their expression, and then after a few years in the industry, going a little mainstream, it's like, who is this artist now? Like, this is a made-for-radio artist, and like, you used to be so artistic, you had a different way of expressing yourself, and I really liked that. Yeah. And now you're just part of the radio apparatus thing.
Right.
Don't even
recognize him.
It's weird.
Everything is digital, I mean no disrespect, but I'm paying even more and you give me even less. What the fuck? You taught me to think, you taught me to grow, you taught me the things to survive on my own, but now you teach me to drink, you teach me to smoke, you teach me to think. Every woman's a hoe. I don't want your Xanax bars or your fancy foreign cars. Throw your money in my face and try to tell me that it's art. No. Yeah. Just a drug addict on TV. I can't hear another
Okay.
Just a drug addict on TV.
I don't want your Xanax bars or your fancy foreign cars.
Woo.
A message. And that's why I stopped listening to rap for a minute, and I would just listen to albums from my favorite rappers. But I wouldn't listen to new music. You know what I mean? Like, I would never listen to a playlist. Like, we didn't listen to the radio.
No.
Like, we would just use the auxiliary cord or whatever in the car and just play our favorite artist. But it's like, that's how we don't find out about rappers, though. Like, I guess we wouldn't find out about them from the radio.
Right. But, well, I don't know. I don't know what they play on the radio these days.
They're not playing Tom MacDonald on the radio.
Not Tom MacDonald. I mean, like, well, yeah, exactly. You're really pretty much only going to figure out horrible things to do yourself to keep yourself feeling like crap.
I searched this man last night. I was trying to find a list, like Tom MacDonald journey list. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I was trying to find like a list in the order to do it in. And like the articles I saw about him, like, yeah, he's not getting radio play. I saw articles calling him a victim activist and like all this kind of stuff. I'm like, what?
What?
I had never seen the phrase
what does that even mean?
Victim activist. And it's like, out of all the people to call victim activists, you're calling him? Like, that's totally out of pocket.
That's very...
And like calling anyone that would be insulting. But it's like, okay, let's say you're using it like, oh, I'm being literal, victim activist. Then how come I haven't seen that with other activist groups?
Right.
Like just him. Like, that was weird. And I was like, okay, people hate this man.
Yeah. Just a drug addict on TV. I can't hear another fucking song about abusing medication that I had to take just to stay alive. There's more important shit than what you wear and where you live and who you fucking, what you drink and what you spend and what you drive. Rappers full of bullshit. Rappers just a marketing vehicle for the product that the man wants you to buy. Rap about a full clip. Rappers just promoting different liquors and varieties of ways that you could die. Yeah. Dear rappers, can you help me? Are you almost out of alcohol to sell me? Tell me, is drinking every night can be the way to getting wealthy? If I'm really being honest, all this shit is overwhelming. I need someone to look up to. You're living in a country that elected Donald Trump. You're living in a country where police are killing people every day, and all you want to talk about is doing drugs. You've been blinded by the money, you've been blinded by the cars, you've been blinded by the women. Don't know who the fuck you are. Thought I knew you when I spent $100 on a ticket to your show, and now I feel like you stole my fucking money and I'm broke. Man, you taught us how to rap, and you taught us how to dress, and you taught us how to act if we wanted to impress. Now you're teaching me to live like I know you never would. What you're preaching to these kids is keeping them inside the hood.
Yes. Ooh, goosebumpy.
Hey, that's facts.
This needs to be said.
Right?
This has always been my beef with rap. Like, I didn't really listen to rap until we got together.
Yeah, I introduced her to hip hop.
Yeah, I didn't really listen to hip hop or rap, none of that. And I feel like my beef with it is that a lot of times it's like poison. Like, it's very good if you want to be angry at somebody and you want to think about how you're going to hurt them. And you know what I mean? You want to think about how you're going to destroy things. Like, you know what I mean? If you want to feel, even like if you want to feel like kind of like pride and like I'm the stuff. But I feel like a lot of times there's no like message of like long-term success or like hope or like...
Yeah, it's also good at ruining your life. Like, not ruining it, but like if you take the advice or just like, oh, I want to live that lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's talking about, they rap on stuff they wouldn't even do.
Even modern day, like rap is teaching girls how to live a life.
How to not have a happy marriage.
Right. Like, it's just like everything seems to be opposite of like what would be good for the youth.
And like it seems like, oh, no one actually listens to rap and does the things they do. Like, no. Like, we know people, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, who, like, model themselves after video vixens. And it's like, I've had friends that are no longer with us anymore, and they grew up in the same neighborhood as me. It was not the hood. Like, yeah, it wasn't great, but it was just a decent, normal, middle-class neighborhood.
Right.
Trying to be thugs.
And it's
you don't
like
even live in the hood, and now you were living that life, and you're no longer here. You know what I mean?
And it's like, how many times did they actually go to the hood? Like, probably without rap and hip hop, they probably wouldn't have that much awareness of what hood life is.
They probably didn't even know how to find the hood.
Probably not.
I did not grow up in the hood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a few streets over from me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why are you living that life? Probably because you idolize rappers too much.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I know you never would. What you're preaching to these kids is keeping them inside the hood.
Your Xanax bars or your fancy foreign cars. Throw your money in my face and try to tell me that it's art. No, no. Just a drug addict on TV. I don't want your Xanax bars or your fancy foreign cars. Throw your money in my face and try to tell me that it's art. No. Just a drug addict on TV. Yeah.
Old school.
Old school. That's crazy. Because that wasn't even that, like, racy compared to...
Yeah, it wasn't. I feel like a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah.
Like about rap. I know my brother won't let his kids listen to rap. It's not yet. They're pretty young. They're both under 5. He has 2 kids. And he's like, they're not listening to that.
Good. I mean, I feel like, though, just like this song was a hip-hop song, it can be more than just the negative messages.
Right.
You know? And, like, you still get the beat. You still get the elements of, like, rhyming and stuff like that. But why is most of it just absolute trash?
I mean, it's definitely the dominant. Hip-hop is almost synonymous with, like, horrible subliminal messages or even just overt messages, horrible messaging. It's almost synonymous. It doesn't have to be that way. When you ask the question why, it's like, okay, now we can get into conspiracy territory. You're not going to go there right now, but you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, why? Is it the powers that be giving us this,
Right.
and that? I don't know.
Or is it what sells? Is it like once
It
it's
definitely
a slippery
sells.
slope? Once you're down it, well, obviously you're not going to like be anti-rap when you got face tats and you got, you know, enhanced butt and, you know what I mean? Like, when it's all kinds of influence there, it's like, what do you do at that point? When you like, say you're, you know, 21 years old, you make some choices, by the time you're 25, you're now full on rap, hip hop influenced person. Do you turn around once you realize it's bad for you? And you have the scars to show.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Or when you get
probably most people will not.
Right.
Like, they're too committed.
Or when you get in street life, you can't just walk away.
Right.
It's like you weren't born into it, but now you, because of hip hop, whatever, now you're in it. What do you do?
It's like, okay, it definitely sells, like you said, but you also say, like, it might take, like, 5 listens on the radio before you like it.
It's true.
It's like, with the radio, they could sell anything. Because you listen over and over, you're going to like it.
That's true.
Like, they could sell this on the radio. Easy.
There's even a few songs that I like that are ratchet.
Oh, yeah.
You know
I listen to it sometimes for
They're
sure.
They're catchy sometimes.
Right. Too catchy.
So, it's like almost like a drug. It's almost like, dang, I know I shouldn't like this. It's not really adding to my life and whatever. Why does it give me dopamine?
The beat is so catchy. The hook is so catchy. It's
right?
Like,
the subject is so despicable.
Right.
But I love it. It's very strange.
Right.
But also, if more rap came out that was like not about those things, and it was just like, if this was like a pivotal point. I mean, this was 2017 and it's only gotten worse. We have WAP now. You know what I mean?
I would not listen to that song. I would not. Dirty or clean version. No, I'm good on that one. That's disgusting. I'm good. I'm good on WAP.
It's catchy.
I don't know how that was song of the year.
Disgusting. It is disgusting.
It's like that's like a website that you wouldn't visit. You might get a virus on your computer and then turn that website into a song. You know what I mean? That's WAP.
Right.
It's like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah. I love that. Okay, so now this was our second taste of Tom MacDonald. And this is completely different than Canceled.
Right.
So what do you think from this one and that? Like, has your opinion changed at all? Have you? No,
I think he's just a guy who speaks his heart. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He's just speaking on issues, like social commentary kind of thing. Like, and then from reading the comments too, they say he'll do like satire and stuff. Like when he's saying, "Dear rappers, can you help me?" and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, he does that kind of angle. So I can't wait to get to some of that stuff.
Right.
Because I might take it literally at first, and later in the song, I was like, okay, I get it. Right. I don't know. We'll see. I can't wait to get to some more satire type stuff. I know it sounds interesting, like interesting character.
That was so funny. He's like trolling. He's like,
right?
I took a picture with the CD. Jeez, I like him. I like it.
Yeah, if there were 50 Tom MacDonalds, we probably wouldn't listen to ratchet rap anymore.
True. Yeah. It would totally like...
But there might be 50 and we don't know about them.
Curveball the industry. 50? I don't think there's 50.
Well, not with like this much success, but there might be 50 solid rappers more in this kind of vibe that we don't know about. Yeah. Could be.
I do. Okay, so another thing about Tom MacDonald that I like so far is that he can speak on a topic without, like, it doesn't feel like he takes a side. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't feel like, I mean, I guess you could say he takes his own side, so he speaks from his own perspective, but I don't feel like he turns it into, like, you know, I don't even know. I feel like he's not really talking too much about poverty. He's not really talking too much about religion. He's not talking about a bunch of different topics at once. It's like he literally is just making a statement on this one issue.
Right.
Which I think is interesting. That's probably
like
hard
some
to
songs
do.
Just bounce around.
Right. And then it's like it becomes kind of like, well, dang, like, you know, where do we start? But it's like it's different. I don't know what to say. Like, it's different. I've never heard anything like this.
I mean, that's all I have on this
That's all I got.
All right, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the recommendations. Yeah, if you guys have a list of like, okay, we started here, like where we should go from here, so we don't do them out of order because apparently Cancel, we shouldn't have done that one first.
Yeah, like in-app journey, like something like where it's
like a list. If you have one, let us know. If not, we might just do like in order from here and see what else he has and just do it in order.
Because we try to go in blind, so like we don't want to like listen or like, you know what I mean? We don't want to like
only do so much research.
Yeah, we don't want to do too much to spoil it.
But yeah, let us know where we should go from here in the comments. Appreciate you supporting the channel, especially if you made it to the end. That's a wrap.
I don't know. Tell me, man, what do you know? What do you know? Me and my boys on the road. You to go. She told me, boy, you to go. Like, I don't know. But I don't know.